Hi guys, so I'm gonna go over the transportation subsystem project that you guys have for this week. This is your only at-home focus assignment for this week, and it is a project, which means that it needs to be done to project standards, and we've talked about that before with the Disney project. Basically, it's your best work. I know what your best work is. Some of you guys lost points on the Disney project because you were missing things, you didn't follow the rubric, or it was sloppy and messy. So don't let that happen this time. Make sure that you're following the guidelines that are here and using this video kind of to help you go back and make sure that you have everything once you think you've finished. So this is on different types of transportation systems. And what you're going to do first is go to this link right here. And when I click on this link, it's going to bring me to a tab. Just want to make sure you can see it. It's going to bring me to this tab that has 80 different modes or types of transportation. And so I recommend that you guys go through and scroll all the way to the bottom, look at all 80 of them, maybe make a list of your, favorites, and then kind of narrow down which ones you think you want to research. So then once you've done that, you're going to choose one of those transportation systems that you are interested in, and you are most likely going to need Google for this information. And there I am. You're going to use this mode of transportation to create a subsystem poster that has all of the information below. So you're actually doing a drawing of the transportation system. You cannot just print out that picture. You are doing a drawing of that transportation system. And your criteria is that you have the name of the vehicle somewhere on the poster. So you want to make sure that if you're doing a car, it says car at the top. Don't do a car. But one of those 80 modes that you pick, make sure it's at the top. The drawing of the mode of transportation, so obviously you're drawing what that mode looks like. You have the setting of the transportation system's location. So what that means is that I'm not just looking at, a dog sled. I can see a dog sled, and then in the background you have some images that creates a setting of where that dog sled is. So maybe you have like a path, it's snow, and whatever else you think would be in the background. You need to have the 6 subsystems drawn and labeled six subsystems drawn and labeled with the part and the subsystem name. So for example, if you were doing a car, you would do something like steering wheel. You would label, after you've drawn the steering wheel in your car, you would label steering wheel, and then you would label somewhere near there that is the control system. Okay. And you need to have 6, so you have to have all 6 that we've talked about in the notes. If you're not sure, you need to go back and look at the notes and rewatch to find out what 6 subsystems you need to include. And if you're not sure about that vehicle and what subsystem is on that vehicle and where it is, do some research. Use Google, find out what actually steers it, what makes it go, what is the suspension, what holds it up off the ground, what connects it to its environment, what support does it need, what aids that system. Do some research. Again, it needs to be neat, it needs to be colored. I am not going to accept shading this time because it was just kind of a mess last time. Some of you guys just took like a pen and literally did a line drawing with a pen, and that's not 7th grade work. That's not your best work. This time, please make sure that you have a nice, neat picture. It's nicely colored. It looks good. It's your best work, and it's up to project standards. And remember that your projects count for 50% of your grade, including your tests. So if you're not a great test taker, this is where you want to try to focus your work. Okay. Down below, you have the graphic organizer, and you want to make sure that you complete this. And so you're just typing on this, the name of the transportation system that you chose, the geographic region. Again, you might have to look some things up. What does this vehicle transport? So what is it actually moving? What types of jobs interact? So what people use this vehicle, and does this vehicle maximize cargo? So like things like goods or supplies, or does it maximize passenger capacity? So if so, how? If not, what could they do to maximize their cargo or passenger capacity? Does the vehicle require any outside terminals, traffic lanes, travel lanes, communication, or controls? So again, we talked about all of those support examples. And so go back to your notes if you're confused and do some research to figure out if it does use some support. Then down here, this is a graphic organizer that you need to fill out. You need to have the name of the transportation subsystem. There are 6 of them. The corresponding part on your mode of transportation. So, again, control system, car. And then the description of why this part matches the subsystem. The car's steering wheel is the control because it changes the direction of the car. That's the example. I'm taking the definition of control, which is changing the direction of the vehicle, and describing why the steering wheel is that part of the transportation system. And then at the bottom, when you scroll all the way down, you'll see that there is a blank page. This is where you are attaching your picture. If you would like, you can take it and please try to make it as big as possible so it fits the entire page. Otherwise, I have to do it and it just slows down the process of me getting your grades back to you guys. So please make it as big as possible. Make sure that it's the clearest picture that you can take. I know that some of you guys don't have great cameras or whatever, but try to find good lighting. Try to find a way so that you can get it to be nice and clear so that I can see everything, so that I can give you the grade that you deserve. And if for some reason you're having difficulty with that, email me. We'll figure something out. But it needs to be attached to this page. Do not attach it onto your Google Classroom assignment. Don't click add or create. I want you to attach it to this page. Okay. Again, I would go back, rewatch this video after you've completed everything and go through it and look at your project and make sure that you have everything as I go through the criteria. Okay. As always, guys, if you have questions on this, this is a project. It's worth a lot of your grade. And so it's important that you guys ask questions and do your best work. All right. Good luck.